Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome to this webinar by Khaira Education. Um, I am Sanya. I'm one of the head trainers at Khaira Education, and I'm joined here by one of my colleagues, Rashmi. Yeah, Rashmi, you could introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, I'm Rashmi Pant. I'm one of the trainers at Khaira Education.
And today we are going to talk about interview preparation course. Before we get into that, I would like to tell you a little bit about Care Education. Care Education is Asia's first premium preparation provider, and we have centers in Mohali, Delhi, as well as Amritsar, and we provide online classes as well. That is why students from all over the world join us for the various courses that we provide. Now, the course leader and the director of Khaira Education is none other than Miss Gurleen Khaira, and she has authored 7 OET preparation books. You can take a screenshot and order them from Amazon and other places. And in case you would like to know more about them, you can get in touch with our team members. You can see the contact information mentioned here. Towards the end, I'll be giving you some more information. So, what other things does Care Education take care of? So, we offer courses on a variety of things. Number one, we provide OET classes, and we have different batches, morning and evening, to acquaint and equip all the students with the skills required to clear the OET exam. And we take classes of all 4 modules of reading, listening, speaking, and writing. And we also conduct one on one speaking sessions and give you personalized feedback for the modules. We have thoroughly engaging classes, personal classes as well, so you can avail anything that is your preference. Now, second, and the one that we are going to talk about today, is the interview preparation course. As you know, after you clear your OET, this is the next step. We will be talking more about it very soon. Third, we also help students with the CBT classes. As you know, this is another step that you need to clear in order to live your dream of working abroad. Apart from that, we also provide assistance with these exams, which is IQN, NCLEX, and DHA. So you can contact any of us in order to get more assistance from us. So let's begin. Let's talk about the interview preparation course, which this webinar is about. So, Rashmi, go ahead, tell them about it.
Thank you, ma'am. So, as Sanya ma'am said, that first comes OET and then there is CBT. So, now we are going to talk about the next step where you prepare for your interviews, you sit in your interviews. Now, it is very imperative to have deliberate preparation before appearing in the interviews, which are going to assess not only your technical expertise, but they would also be assessing your problem solving skills, whether you are confident enough to handle emotionally charged situation, stressful situations. So keeping that in mind, we at Kera Education have devised a course to enhance your interview preparedness. So moving ahead, let's look at what all are we covering in this interview preparation course. So, in this course, we are going to provide you enhanced knowledge of what the interview basics are, giving you a detailed knowledge of the common preparatory questions you might receive. So, in our interviews, the first section that we have is reserved for the common preparatory question, where not only they would be asking you to describe yourself, but they would also be assessing whether you are confident enough to talk about your weakness, your skills. You might also receive question where they would be asking you why you want to work here, why do you want to leave your previous role. So we would be giving you enhanced knowledge of all these questions. Then moving further, we would also be giving you the knowledge of behavioral questions. Now, behavioral questions are going to assess your problem solving skills. Here, they would be giving you some of the hypothetical or imaginary situations, and they would be assessing what skills are you going to utilize when talking about these particular situations. For example, they might ask you, let's say you have a patient and this patient is reluctant to comply with medication or is reluctant to have meals, which are crucial for their recovery. So, how would you handle that situation? So you would have to talk about all the skills you're going to utilize. Then, moving further, we do have situational questions. Now, in situational questions, they would be giving you a specific situation. Here, they are reflecting on your past experience. What kind of experience, what kind of emotionally charged situations you have been through. So, they would be talking about a particular situation. They might ask you, tell me about a time or describe a time, and they would be assessing how you acted in a situation, which is going to be a predictor of how you would be acting in similar situation when faced in future. Now, your interviews are not reserved to that. They would also be assessing your technical expertise, where they might be looking for specific names of procedures, assessment, those specific keywords they would be looking for. So, these are the question types you might encounter, and it is crucial before even getting to answer them. You should have the understanding of how these question types are different from each other. After you have learned and decoded all the question types, we would also be learning the right approach to answer these questions, including the STAR method. Now, this method would help you make your answer stand out, and that is going to guarantee your selection. Moving further, we are going to talk about one of the most neglected concept of our interview preparation, that is communication skills. Now, through your communication skills, they are going to assess whether you are comfortable talking with your patients, whether you are comfortable when it comes to talking with healthcare professional, whether you are able to give that efficient you are able to communicate comfortably to your patients or not. And then moving further comes the most neglected part of our interview preparation, which we do not pay very much attention to, which is your body language. So when we go to our interviews, there is a proper body language which we need to maintain, that shows we are thoroughly prepared for the interview. So, over here, we are also going to teach you about that right body language required to appear in your interviews and ace that. And last but not the least, we are also going to give you the mock interviews so that we try to replicate that mock interview situation for you so that you are prepared for your D Day. Now, moving further comes the question why you should be choosing us.
So yes, why choose Khaira Education for preparing for your interview? Well, there are many things that we can tell you about. First of all, that we provide personalized feedback. So when you engage in sessions with the experienced trainers who have ensured that many students they clear the interviews, so they will highlight your areas of strength and your areas of improvement and would be providing you the proper feedback as well as the material, the feed forward to ensure that you know all the skills and you have all the proper weapons or tools so that you can properly clear the interview.
And then, not only that, learning over here is not limited to the sessions that we are taking with you, the live sessions. Here, you would also be receiving some follow up tasks, some follow up questions for which you would be asked to give your recorded feedback, and you would also be receiving personalized feedback on the same by the trainers.
Yes, and furthermore, we will provide you tailored content. Now, what that means is that, for example, we know that healthcare professionals have a variety of fields. You could be a nurse, you could be a doctor, occupational therapist, physiotherapist, etc. So, the interview questions that we'll be preparing you for will be pertaining to your profession and expertise so that we are able to mimic the real life interview that will actually happen. So all the content that you will be provided and all the material that you would be taught would be only and only based on your profession.
After that, as we also teach you about the different question types, it is imperative to make your answer stand out. But the question is, how are you going to do that? So, over here, we would be telling you about practical tips to enhance your answers and Thus, you'll be able to come up with a structured response by learning the appropriate techniques.
Yes, and also we will be providing you exclusive insights into the typical interview errors that students make, because already we know that because of nervousness or because of anxiety, sometimes we fumble. So, what to do in those situations, how to answer in an appropriate manner, in a formal and professional tone. So, we will be covering all the things that might go wrong and what to do if by chance they do go wrong.
And then comes the most important part over here. The real life mock interview sessions that you are going to attend over here would not be the one on one sessions that you are going to have with one trainer. There would be multiple trainers present who would be asking you questions to replicate that interview like situation so that you're prepared for the real interview as well.
And lastly, we will provide you with a comprehensive question bank so that we leave no stone unturned. And you will have every type of question accessible to you so that you can thoroughly practice with us, without us. And when you step into that interview room, you will be very confident. And we are pretty sure that you're going to ace that interview perfectly once you join us. So, these are some of the reasons why this course will be the best for you and it will help you clear that interview. So, everybody, don't miss out on this opportunity to transform your interview skills. You can join our course today. We are all here live to even take your questions and also to like welcome your queries. Here you can see some contact information. So you can see that you can contact us on these two numbers. So you can see the WhatsApp number, the calling number, as well as you can see the contact number of the senior manager, Ahana Mehra. And you can perhaps take a screenshot so that you can contact us later. You can also follow us on our pages on Instagram as well as Facebook, because we post a lot of reels related to OET and, in fact, even related to CBT as well as interview preparation course. You can get a lot of tips from there. But yes, in order to be fully prepared, we look forward to having you with the course. And Rashmi and I look forward to teaching you and engage in very mindful sessions with all of you. So if you have any questions, please contact us today and we look forward to having you with us. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.